So the power drawn by a balanced three-phase load is 3,000 watts at 80% power factor. Again, so yung balanced three-phase load, so wala namang sinabing H load. So meaning yung 3,000, yan yung total. Okay, at 80% power factors, if 2 wattmeters, watt A and watt C are used, what is the reading of wattmeter at C? Ganun naman, di ba? So wag po kayong magtaka. So sir, bakit 3-phase yan, tapos dadalawa lang yung power rating sa metro natin? So tama naman po, no? Kasi kaya nga 2 wattmeter, no? So yung common coil natin, which is B, 0 po yung power doon. Okay, kaya talagang tama lang po yan. Okay, so yan. So B yung common natin, coil. Okay, so para mahanap si wattmeter reading of C, so again, so this is a 2 wattmeter method. Okay, so therefore, pwede mong gamitin yung formula. Okay, sige. So yun muna, yung unahin nating gamitin, no, na equation natin. Okay, so from that, so we have your tangent of your power factor angle, so which is given naman. So this is equivalent to wattmeter 1. Okay, so sige. Specify na natin. So in the case of our problem, so wattmeter A minus wattmeter C divided by wattmeter A plus wattmeter C. Okay, so kunin muna natin si angle of your power factor. So that is just the inverse cosine of your power factor angle. Okay, so inverse cosine ni 0.80. So I think 36.87. So tama. So that is 36.87 degrees. Okay, so from that, so we have your tangent of 36.87. And so this is equivalent to, so wala tayong binigay, no, na wattmeter A. So therefore, gagawa tayo dito ng 2 equations with your 2 unknowns. Okay, so wattmeter A plus wattmeter C. Okay, so yan na lang muna, engineers, no? So tandaan natin, di ba? So diniscuss naman nung lecture na yung yung rating or yung reading na nami-measure, okay, doon sa dalawang metro natin ay yan po yung power natin doon sa load. Okay? So, yung dalawang rating na nasusukat sa metro, so yan yung rating ng ating load. Okay? So, therefore, we can also say that wattmeter A plus wattmeter C is also the power total. Or wattmeter A plus wattmeter C is also equivalent to 3,000 watts. Sige, so sabihin na natin, this is your equation 1. Okay, then, so pwede nating substitutean nito. So we have your tangent of 36.87 degrees. Okay, so this is also equivalent to, we have your wattmeter A, then minus wattmeter C divided by 3,000. Okay, so simplify natin. Nalagay na lang natin dito. Okay, cross multiply. So we have 3,000 times tangent 36.87. Okay, so this one is 2,250. So therefore, so watt A minus watt C is also equivalent to 2,250. Okay, equation 2. So we have your linear equation, 2 linear equations with 2 unknown. So pwede kang gumamit ng elimination, ng substitution, or so pinakamabilis, gamit na lang tayo ng mode 5.1. Okay, so from your algebra. From that, so pwede nating makuha yung values ni wattmeter A at saka ni wattmeter C. Okay, so yan na po yung ating answer. Sige, so let's use mode 5.1. Okay, yan, so let's say yung A, yung magnitude ni wattmeter A, so 1. So dito tayo sa equation 1, yung B, wattmeter C, 1. C is the constant, 3K. Next, equation 2. So, wattmeter A, 1. Wattmeter C, negative 1. Then, constant to 250. Okay, so therefore, ang sagot ay 2625. Okay, 2625 watts. And then, 375 watts. Okay? So, pero take note, engineers, so ang hinahanap lang po sa ating problem is the value of wattmeter C. Okay, so therefore, yung sagot natin is, so parang may mali. Okay, so 3,000 Check lang natin. Tangent of 36.87 to 250. Yung square root of 3. So, nakalimutan natin. So, over square root of 3. So, nakalimutan natin yung square root of 3 dito. Ayan. Okay, so this must be multiplied by square root of 3. So, sorry for that. So, dapat ito, so yung makukompute natin, okay, ito po siya. So, dapat, that must be 1299.04. Sige, so 1299 na lang. Okay, so ulitin lang po natin. So, we have your mode 5.1 ulit. So, tama na to. So, 1, 1, then 3K. So, then 1, then negative 1, then 1299. Ayan, so that is 2,149.5. So, yan yung nasa answer natin. Okay, so sa solution. So, 2149.5 watts. Then we have, okay, so 850.5 watts. Okay, so that is the answer. So, wattmeter C is 850.5. Kung sinagot, 850. Kung 851, okay lang po. Okay, kung 850.5, so better. Okay, so yan yung ating answer. So again, basta balance, no? Balance to wattmeter. So gamitin lang yung ating formula. Sige, paki-take note yung number 31. And then doon tayo sa number 32. Okay, so let's solve your number 32. Nawala si 32. Okay, so 30, 31, and 32. Wait lang, i-copy lang natin. Sige, so ito po yung 32 natin. Okay, so number 32. So 3 loads on a 230 volt 3-phase generator of 3 groups of incandescent lamps. Okay, so hindi ko na dinadrawing no yung figure. So each group containing 20 100 watts lamps and a 9 HP motor operating at 82% power factor and 87% efficiency. So find the total current in polar form in amperes. So again, so wala pong binanggit no kung anong type ng kuryente, so therefore line current ito. Okay, so yan. So we have 2 loads. Okay, connected in parallel yan syempre. Yan, so kung gusto nating malaman yung per phase analysis, ito equation or circuit, so para lang po yung single phase no na nakaparallel yung dalawa. Okay, let's say ito yung ating source. Okay, tapos andito yung bulb natin. Ganyan lang yan. At tapos ito yung motor. So lagi naman yan parallel. Ayan. Okay? So yan, nasa ano yan? Nasa per phase. Okay, kung sa 3 phase yan, o di i-connecta mo sa AB, connecta mo sa BC, i-connecta mo sa CA. Okay? So para mahanap yung total current natin, so ang isang pinakamadaling paraan or isang pinakamagandang gawin diyan is get the value of the total S. Di ba? So para makuha si total S diyan, di kunin natin yung S doon sa first load natin, so let's say A, and then yung S doon sa second load natin. Okay? And then 'di ba from your formula ulit, so balance S. Okay, balance naman yan, no? So, that is square root of 3, line-to-line voltage. Okay, and then line-to-line current. Okay, so therefore, our solution, or our first step must be, so kunin muna natin yung values ng mga S natin. Okay, so nahin na natin si SA. So, sige. Solve tayo step by step or individually para hindi tayo malito. So una, so meron daw tayong 3 groups of incandescent lamps, tapos each group is 20 100 watts lamps. Ibig sabihin, okay, so tandaan natin na si incandescent lamp, unity po ito. So that is classified as a purely resistive. Okay, unity. So ito po yung pinabanggit. So 2100 watts. So ito yung power per phase natin. Okay, sige. So therefore, yung power per phase natin, so that is, so 20 daw na 100 watts. Okay, so therefore, it is 2000 watts. Yan. But again, so ang kailangan natin dito is S total. So therefore, kunin natin si power total. Okay, so balance naman yan, no? Sabi niya 3 groups each. So ibig sabihin, yung 3 groups natin, pare-parehas po sila ng rating. Kaya balance 3 phase. Okay, kunin natin si power total. So that is just 3 power per phase. Or this is also 3 multiplied by 2000 watts. Or this is also 6,000 watts. Okay? So again, so ang hinahanap pala ay current na nakapolar. So ibig sabihin, kailangan nating isama yung angle ni S. Okay? So again, so we have your incandescent, no? So therefore, it is unity. Pag unity, parehas lang si S at saka si B. Okay, therefore, this is 6,000. And then, syempre, we know that for unity, so we have angle 0. So this is in volt amperes. Okay, so yan po yung unang connected load natin. So doon po sa ating 3-phase system. Next, yung second load naman natin. So again, this is connected in parallel. So motor. Okay, motor naman. So sabi ko nga po kanina, napasadahan na natin na kapag sa motor, ang gamitin nyo lagi ay input. Sige, unahin muna natin. So hanapin muna natin si input power. Diba? Input power, so that is just the output power divided by your efficiency. Okay, so we have your 9 HP. So convert lang natin yan into its watts value. So 9 times 746, then divided by, okay, so 82% yung ating, 87% yung efficiency. So automatic, 3-phase yan, no? Kasi 3-phase yung ating system. Okay, ayan, ito ulit, walang binanggit, no, na per phase. So meaning, yan na yung power total mo. Kaya na yung rating ng motor mo at 3-phase. So sir, wala namang binanggit na 3-phase yung motor. But again, so automatic 3-phase yan since we have a 3-phase supply. Okay, so we have your 17.24 watts. Okay, so kunin naman natin si value ni S. Okay, diba from your power outlet, so yung ating S is also the power over your power factor. Okay, so isama natin si angle, no? So since, again, so kailangan naman dito sa ating problem is with the angle. Okay, so kunin lang natin, so 17.24 divided by the power factor is 0.82. Okay, so diba pag S natin, okay, so sa S natin or yung angle ni S is also the power factor angle. Okay, so ganun po ulit default, no? Pag walang binanggit na type ng power factor, automatic assume mo is lagging. Okay, so if the case is a lagging power factor, so yung sign ng angle for S is positive. So inverse cosine of 0.82. Ayusin lang natin. So inverse cosine ni 0.82. Number na yon, so number 32. Okay, sige, express lang natin yan into its polar form equivalent. So, ayun, kumasya. Ayan. Okay, so sige. Let's calculate the value of your S. So, that is answer. Then, divided by, mode 2 tayo. Okay, so answer. So, divided by 0.82. So, then we have angle. Okay, so we have your angle and then inverse cosine. Ayan, yung 0.82. Okay, so gawin natin polar. So shift 2, 3. So check ko lang dito. 94.11, tama. And then 34.92. Okay, so we have 9,411. Okay, so then angle 34.92 degrees. Okay, volt ampere. Yan, so lastly, so pwede na po natin yung i-substitute. So these two values. Yan, para makuha na ngayon yung S total doon sa ating linya. Okay, so dito na lang. Yan, so from that, so yung S total natin, so this is equivalent to 6,000. Okay, so we have your angle 0. Okay, so then plus, we have 9,411, angle 34.92 degrees. Okay, so yan na po ngayon yung value ng S total natin. Okay, so plus 6K, so shift to 3. So 14,000, sige, round off na natin, 14,737. Tama naman dito. So angle 21. Okay, so 737, angle 21.44 degrees. Okay, so then last, kunin na natin ngayon si line to line current. Okay, so I line to line, that is also equivalent to, so 14,737. Okay, so then divided by square root of 3. Okay, so then multiplied by 230. Di ba ganun po ulit, sinabi ko kanina, so kapag angle 0 yung ating voltahe, so yung power factor angle na rin ng kuryente. Okay, pabaliktad lang yung sign nila. So kung positive yung S mo, negative dapat yung current mo. Okay, so yan yung final answer natin. Okay, so we have your 14,737. So kung mali yung sign, mali po So kasi minsan panggulo yan sa choices. Okay, we have 37. Approximately 37 amperes, then angle negative 21.44. Okay, so that is your answer. Okay, so pwede rin naman kung ganito yung approach na ginawa mo. Okay, total. So kunin mo yung IA at saka kunin mo yung IB. So pares lang po. Yan, so parang sa power factor correction. Yan, so di ba merong approach doon na pwedeng current analysis. Kunin mo si IA. So paano kunin si IA? So using this one. Okay, parallel yan, kaya yung voltahe nito pares lang din sa 230. Pero dapat naka-per phase value ka dito. Diba? Assuming Y, so 230 over square root of 3. Yan, kunin mo yung IA per phase, tsaka kunin mo yung IB per phase. So, nakuha mo naman yung total power. Okay, ganun din dito. At so, pakitry na lang. Kung gusto nyo pong ganyan yung approach, dapat parehas yung answer. Sige, so take note of number 32. So answer is 37, angle negative 21.44. Okay, so next na walang choices. So check natin si 36. Okay, so 36 tayo. Ayan, so A balance, 3-phase, so Y connected load of 150 kilowatt takes a leading current of 100 amperes. When the line is 24 volts, 60 hertz, what is the capacitance per phase? Okay, yun ulit. So takes a leading current. Y connected load, so yung real power, walang binanggit na per phase, so meaning total yan. Okay, yung kuryente natin, so wala ding binanggit, line to line. Okay, line is 24 volts, so sinabing line ito. Okay, so hinahanap is the capacitance per phase. So para mahanap si capacitance per phase, so pwede mong hanapin si Q, or pwede rin naman using yung Z natin, di ba? Okay, so again, so yung Z po natin, Z per phase, that is the magnitude of Z per phase and its angle. Okay, so and then transforming that into its equivalent, rectangular, so we have also your R per phase plus minus JX equivalent. Okay, JX equivalent. Okay, So, pwedeng ito na lang na approach. So, mas madali. Okay, hanapin muna natin si magnitude ni Z. Okay, so using Ohm's law, so V per phase is equivalent to your I per phase. Then, we have your Z per phase. Ayan, so kunin ko muna no, si magnitude ni Z. So, tandaan mo lang pag magnitude yung hinahanap, huwag mo nang ilagay yung mga angles. Okay? So, we have your Z per phase that is equivalent to V per phase. Okay, Y connection. Okay, so meaning, so yung ating line to line, dividean mo pa yan ng square root of 3. Okay, so lagi mong highlightan kung anong connection para hindi ka na malito. So, hindi ko na ilalagay yung angle kasi nga po, magnitude lang yung hinahanap natin sa Z per phase. So, and then wala naman tayong angle, no, ni kuryente. Okay, hindi binigay. Okay, so that is 100. Okay, parehas lang po siya, no? So, with per phase, so since our given connection is Y. Square root of 3, so then that is divided by 100. 13 point, sige, round off, 13.86 ohms. Next one is to get the power factor. So as we can see in your given, so there is just one way not to get the power factor. So by means of your total power. So using your formula, so we have your total power. So this is equivalent to square root of 3. So we have your line-to-line voltage, then line-to-line current, then our power factor. So just get the value of your power factor. So that is equivalent to your 150 times 10 raised to 3. So then this is divided by square root of 3. Then your line-to-line voltage, 24. So then of your line-to-line current, 100. So pag yan greater than 1, mali. Okay, so 150. 150 times 10 raised to 3, then square root of 3. Then 24, then 100. Okay, so 0.361. Leading naturally kasi binanggit naman sa problem. Okay, so kunin natin so yung kanyang angle, so power factor angle. So that is just the inverse cosine of your power factor or 0.361. Okay, so inverse cosine of answer. So 68.85 degrees. Okay, so therefore yung ating Z per phase now. So take note, binanggit po dyan ay leading. So kapag leading, yung sign ng Z natin positive. Okay, so therefore that is also 13.86. Then angle 68.85. Sorry, negative pala dapat. Baliktad. Okay, negative kasi parehas si sign ng S tsaka ni Z. Anyway, wala namang effect sa solving natin. Pero syempre dapat proper. Okay, so para makuha si XC, so transform po natin yan sa kanyang polar equivalent. So 13.86 we have angle negative or transform natin into tawag dito into rectangular. So we have your 5 minus J, okay, of 12.93 ohms. Okay, so ito na po yung value ni XC natin. Okay, then lastly, so ang hinahanap is the capacitance per phase. So using your formula, okay, yung XC per phase natin, so that is 1 divided by 2 pi FC per phase. Per phase naman yan. Okay, so solve. Yan, C per phase now. So kung walang binigay, assume 60. Okay, so 60 naman binigay sa ating problem. So 2 pi times 60 times, syempre neglect the sign, no? So wag mong ilalagay na negative 12.93. Okay, so yung negative indication lang yan na capacitive. Sige, so 12.93. Usual naman ng mga capacitances natin ay naka-micro. Okay, so micro. So sagot ay 205.15 microfarads. Kung 205, consider. Okay, so yan yung ating answer. Sige po, paki-take note. Okay, so ang susunod ay 36 tsaka 38. So ilan pa ba to? 36, 38, 40. Ayan, so yun na lang. 36, 38, 40, tsaka 43. So apat na lang na walang choices. And kung may time pa, mag-solve tayo siguro ng kahit konti na may choices. So yung mga hindi ma-discuss, may solutions naman tayo na provided. Sige, so let's proceed doon sa 38. Okay, so a balanced three-phase star-connected load of 8 plus J of 6 ohms per phase is connected to a three-phase 230 volt supply. Find the volt amperes in rectangular form. Volt amperes total, so meaning yung S. Okay, nagagamit na natin yan po kanina. Okay, so binigay ay 3-phase, so ito 230 volts, meaning line to line. Configuration or connection star. So yan yung mga critical na dapat mong hanapin. Okay, or hanapin or specify doon sa ating mga given. Okay, so tingnan mo kung 3-phase nga ba, kung ano yung connection, kung delta ba or Y, tingnan mo yung mga given, kung phases or line to line, ganun din sa ano. Okay? Yan. So mahalaga din, tignan mo yung power factor. Parang ito, so positive. Okay, so ibig sabihin dapat yung final answer ko sa S positive din. Okay, kasi parehas lang ng sign yung Z at saka yung S. Okay, so anyway, so hinahanap is S, may given tayong Z, may given tayong voltage. So pwede ulit natin gamitin yung S total is equivalent to 3 times your S per phase. Okay, so hindi lang po ito yung solution niya, no? So kung gusto mo rin yung square root of 3 VLL, ILL, okay, no problem. So hanapin mo muna si line to line current using Ohm's law dito, no? Ayan. Okay, so but ito na lang yung gamitin natin. So 3 times. So S per phase. So that is also V per phase squared divided by the conjugate of Z per phase. Okay, sige. Bigyan na lang natin ng option. So or pwede rin S total is square root of 3 line to line voltage, line to line current. Hanapin mo muna si I per phase, yan ay V per phase divided by Z per phase. Okay, so since Y po yan, so meaning yung line to line current, the same sa per phase. While yung line to line voltage is square root of 3 per phase. Okay, so ito kasi diretso na. So we have your equivalent to, so solve natin. So S total now, so that is equivalent to 3. So hindi lang magnitude yung kailangan natin. So therefore, we must include the angles. Okay, so and then pag nag-include ka ng angles, pagsosolve ng S, mag-conjugate tayo. Okay, so we have your V per phase. So our configuration or connection is Y. So therefore, we need na i-divide yung voltahe natin by square root of 3. So then this is divided by the conjugate. Okay, so of 8 plus J of 6. So ganun din po kasi, no, minsan meron sa choices na naka-positive, meron din naka-negative. Okay, kung sigurado ka sa parang ito, no, kunwari yung choices natin, may positive values, may negative values. Tapos kung alam mo yung sign, okay, pwede mo nang i-cancel, no, yung mga negative. In case di mo alam i-solve, mababawasan yung options mo. Vice versa naman, no? So, in case na-solve mo naman pero hindi ka sure doon sa sign, malilito ka. Okay? Kung positive nga ba or negative. Okay, so ito na yung sagot natin. So, 4,232. Okay, so then plus J of 3,174. Okay, volt amperes. Ayan, kung ang hinahanap, total line to line current, makukuha mo na rin dyan. Kung power factor, ganun na rin. Okay, kaya sa mga solutions natin, so kung mahanap mo si S, maganda na po yun, no? Okay, kasi mahanap po na dun halos lahat. Sige, so yan si number 38.